Okay, fans of Dark on Netflix, which I am one of them, if you have watched this very awesome show and considered the possibility of not only time travel, but also travel between multiple worlds, I have some very interesting news for you. You may be aware of this news, but we're going to dig into it a little bit. Here's an article in The Independent from October 8th, 2020. Another universe existed before ours, and energy from it is coming out of black holes, says Nobel Prize winner Sir Roger Penrose. So read into this and consider this for a moment. Another universe existed before ours. Wow, okay, so that is pretty big news. Now, what is a black hole? And we're going to go over this article and dig in a little bit. And the question is, are there multiple universes existing simultaneously in the same space, in the same place? Is a black hole somewhat of a portal, as we've experienced in the Netflix original series Dark, where they have a portal, as you see right there? Jonas is about to walk into this portal, which transports to another time, and there is a way to even navigate to another world. Is this more close to reality than we once realized? So here we go. Let's dig in a little bit to this article. There was an earlier universe before the Big Bang, and evidence for its existence can still be observed in black holes, a Nobel Prize winning physicist has said. And that is, as you know, Sir Roger Penrose. Sir Roger Penrose made this claim after recently winning the award for breakthroughs in Einstein's general theory of relativity and proof of the existence of black holes. So black holes, they're real. Wow, they're real. Let's jump over to NASA for a second. What is a black hole? A black hole is a place in space where gravity pulls so much that even light cannot get out. Light is trapped inside. The gravity is so strong because matter has been squeezed into a tiny, tiny space. So when you think of matter, the matter could be a planet. Squeezed into a tiny little space. Wow, this can happen when a star is dying. Because no light can get out, people can't see black holes. They are invisible. You can't see them. Space telescopes with special tools can help find black holes. The special tools can see how stars that are very close to black holes act differently than other stars. So stars close to black holes behave differently than stars not close to black holes. Somehow the black holes are affecting or influencing the behavior of nearby stars, which is interesting. How big are black holes? Black holes can be big, or black holes can be very, very small. Scientists think the smallest black holes are as small as just one atom. Do you know how small an atom is? An atom is not this small or this small. An atom is so small that you have to have a special microscope, a super-powered, ultra-amazing microscope to be able to see an atom. And even then, are you really seeing the atom? Atoms are tiny, tiny. So the black holes are very tiny but have the mass of a large mountain. So when you think of the matter of a mountain going into a condensed tiny space, a tiny, tiny space the size of an atom. Wow. Mass is the amount of matter or stuff in an object. Another kind of black hole is called stellar. Its mass can be up to 20 times more than the mass of the sun. Wow. There may be many, many stellar mass black holes in Earth's galaxy. Earth's galaxy is called the Milky Way. Okay, so the largest black holes are called supermassive. Supermassive. I think this was all decided on a beach with some surfers, and they came up with this really cool term. We've got stellar, now we've got supermassive. Like, dude, that's a supermassive wave. These black holes have masses that are more than 1 million suns put together. Million suns, think about that. 1 million suns put together, all condensed. Wow. Scientists have found proof that every large galaxy contains a supermassive black hole at its center. The supermassive black hole at the center of the Milky Way galaxy is called Sagittarius A. It has a mass equal to about 4 million suns and would fit inside a very large ball that could hold a few million Earths. Okay, so what are we talking about? This is crazy mad science, kind of, but it's also appears to be reality. So we're talking about we're talking about 4 million suns, 4 million suns fitting inside a very large ball. Wow, that's a lot of mass, a lot of power, a lot of energy, and it could hold a few million Earths, a few million Earths. What happens when you condense all of that matter? Unbelievable. So how do black holes form? Scientists think the smallest black holes formed when the universe began. Stellar black holes are made when the center of a very big star falls in upon itself or collapses. It's like an implosion, exploding inward like a submarine that's under immense pressure at the bottom of the ocean. If it were to be ruptured, for example, it wouldn't really explode, it would implode. So when you think about a star or something the size of 4 million suns imploding, wow, a lot of energy getting condensed into a very small space. When this happens, it causes a supernova. A supernova is an exploding star that blasts part of the star into space. Scientists think supermassive black holes were made at the same time as the galaxy they're in. Okay, let's go back a little more to this article regarding Sir Roger Penrose. Okay, so Sir Roger argues that the existence of unexplained spots of electromagnetic radiation in the sky, known as Hawking points, are remnants of a previous universe. Wow, these ads are kind of out of control. I think they're starting to multiply on my screen. I apologize for these ads, but nothing I can do other than say, let's stop seeing this ad. I'm not interested. What will we have next? Of course, we have to do this a few times, and I wonder what will be next. Well, we're seeing triple ads at this point. Okay, so back to the point here. So remnants of a, oh well, what's this ad? I'm not sure I'm interested in this ad either, but we'll let it roll. Remnants of a previous universe. That's very profound, in fact, to consider a previous universe. It is part of the conformal cyclic cosmology theory of the universe, and it is suggested that these points are the final expulsion of energy called Hawking radiation transferred by black holes from the older universe. So Sir Roger has claimed that there are remnants and scientific evidence of an older previous universe before ours. Black holes are a region of space where matter has collapsed on itself and has such a high gravitational force that not even light can escape. Such an event may be occurring in the center of our galaxy. Wow. So we'll go on. There is a possibility that the time scale for the complete evaporation of a black hole could be longer than the age of our current universe and therefore could not be detected. Okay, here we go. I claim that there is observation of Hawking radiation, remnants of a previous universe. The Big Bang was not the beginning. There was something before the Big Bang, and that something is what we will have in our future. Oh, I just got a chill down my spine, Sir Roger said, according to the Telegraph. We have a universe that expands and expands, and all mass decays away. And in this crazy theory of mine, that remote future becomes the Big Bang of another aeon. Well, that's a great word. So are we heading towards another Big Bang? Well, I hope it's not for a few million years or more. So our Big Bang began when something which was the remote future of a previous aeon, and there would have been similar black holes evaporating away via Hawking's evaporation, and they would produce these points in the sky that I call Hawking points. We are seeing them. These points are about 8 times the diameter of the moon, 8 times the diameter of the moon. That is quite big, and are slightly warmed up regions. There is pretty good evidence for at least 6 of these points, Sir Roger says. So, however, many have criticized the idea, and the existence of the type of radiation from these black holes is yet to be confirmed. Moreover, in an infinitely large universe, in one existence, has to become an infinitely small universe in the next. It would be required that all particles lose their mass as the universe ages, a notion that has also been met with skepticism. So there is some skepticism. According to standard cosmology, the universe underwent a brief expansion or inflation after the Big Bang, which would have removed irregularities in the structure of the universe. In response, Sir Roger said that black holes were also dismissed as only existing in mathematics until their existence in reality was proved. And so it's been proven. Black holes are real. Wow. People were very skeptical at the time. It took a long time before black holes were accepted. Their importance is, I think, only partially appreciated, he said, as reported by the BBC. So in any case, I find this to be quite fascinating. Now, it is true. I remember way back, black holes were just a fantasy that many objected to. Scientists didn't agree. Now it's accepted. And so remnants of a previous universe, quite interesting. And all of this makes you wonder, what happens if you enter a black hole, as Jonas is about to do. Now, in the Netflix original series Dark, we know what happens when you go. Now, this isn't really a black hole. This is more of a portal caused by kind of interaction with some very strange things going on in a nuclear plant in the show Dark. That's not what we're talking about today. But there is a portal in Dark, and when you go into the portal, you go forward or back in time. Strange things happen, that's for sure. And so if you go into a black hole, is it a portal? You have a mass amount of energy condensed into a very small space, millions of suns, millions of Earths, all into a very small ball, essentially. Massive energy, massive power. If you enter into that, do you just disintegrate into oblivion, or do you find yourself in another world and wondering, is this my Martha? So for those of you that watch Dark, you know what that means. For those of you that don't, you may think that I've gone mad. Both could very well be true. There is more than one Martha, as there is more than one world in the show Dark, which has concluded 3 great seasons. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend it. So in any case, it appears convincing that there was most likely a universe before ours, meaning that we are not the first universe, we may not be the last universe. Was there another universe before that? What does this all mean? We need more research, we need more physicists, we need more time spent in space. I'm not sure that Space Force, the new branch of the US military, can accomplish that. Perhaps Elon Musk in his journeys into the outer skies will help us solve some of these great mysteries. Please take a moment to click subscribe, the bell and all for notifications. Thank you for joining. Click like if you found this interesting. And we're going to go back and rewatch some Dark and explore some black holes and see where it leads us. Wish you the best. Goodbye.